Most of us don't have too much problem with the straightaways. It's the corners that catch us out. This section will help us learn to change direction no matter the surface.
To learn, we start by doing slow circles and figure eights. The physics of turns don't change much with speed, so the best way to improve is by going slowly to minimize the penalty for miscalculations. Most of us have had the front tire wash out when we were turning in the dirt. This happens when there's too much weight inside the turn, so that the front tire has to grip to hold the bike and rider up. To address this, the technique for turning in the dirt is to think about the contact patch of the tires as the fulcrum of a scale. By equalizing the weight on either side of the tires, bike inside, body out, we can avoid relying on traction that may not be there. To equalize weight, we use the pegs. As the bike leans into the turn, we put our weight on the outside peg. Sometimes, it's easier to think about unweighting the inside peg, which has the same effect. If you roll a cone on a table, it will go in a circle. Since the sides of a tire are shaped like a cone, we can turn tighter with less steering lock by leaning the bike into the turn. As the bike leans, it will naturally point the front wheel into the turn. The further it leans, the more it turns in. The limit is whether we have enough weight to counterbalance. To achieve the benefits of leaning the bike into the turn while keeping our body outside, we must bend our knees and open our legs. Keep your outside knee away from the tank to help get the most weight on the outer peg. Find a natural position front to back. You'll notice that the inside arm is almost straight, while the outside arm is very bent, to keep your torso above the outer peg. Get a feel for the bike when everything is in balance. Do this by riding in circles and figure eights. Pay attention to getting the weight equalized. You can test how well you are doing by stopping mid-turn. If you have to dab on the inside, you aren't in balance. Keep the steering and the throttle constant. If your bike has a tall first gear, you may need to slip the clutch to find a speed that is comfortable. As you get better, try making the turns tighter or introduce obstacles. Learn to maintain your arc over ruts, rocks, roots, hills, whatever. Have fun with it. There's no end to how much you can learn from this exercise. The same approach holds true even at faster speeds. Weight inside pushes the front tire out. Weight outside holds the bike in the turn. The next level is to understand not only how to control a turn with your weight, but also how to initiate one. For this drill, we'll set up a line of cones a comfortable distance apart and weave through them. The catch is, we'll do so steering with our feet instead of through bar inputs. A sharp peg weight on one side will result in the bike steering immediately toward that side. If you maintain that inside peg pressure, you'll wind up in a tightening circle that could cost you a mirror, turn signal, or even a collarbone. Instead, initiate the turn with a peg pressure, but as soon as the bike turns in, transfer your weight to the outside peg and resume the position you practiced in the last drill. To end the turn, add more outside peg pressure and pull the bars up toward vertical. For this drill, try making sharp turns around each cone using as much lower body as possible. You'll be amazed at how much control there is in your hips and feet. This is the secret to maximizing control and minimizing fatigue. These same skills are relevant not only in turns, but also in rough terrain, where the wheels are constantly being pushed in one direction or the other. With your hips freed from the pegs, as the bike gets kicked around, you stay on top of it, driving instead of driven. These drills are meant to do two things: increase your comfort level by improving your understanding, and make the correct response automatic.